Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I think we're the Silent today. Mentally fresh, prepared, ready to go, ready to do arithmetic, ready to make deductive decisions that lead to a victory on Ascension 18. We're gonna go risky here. Upgrade is fine, common relic could be good. Let's lose all gold and cut a strike and a defend. We get well-laid plans and catalyst. Well, dude, is there... We can definitely dodge these elites, but there's no way to dodge this one or that one. Wait a minute, no, I'm dumb. No, I'm not as dumb as I thought I was. Might still be dumb, but not that dumb. We're going to take this path up, and we'll choose whether we want to fight an elite later or earlier, accordingly. Catalyst is immediately useless, but does potentially hint at the direction we might want to go with this deck. You get a Noxious Fumes, you get a Bouncing Flask. There's plenty of options that could work out decently for us here. Right, it's not upgraded yet. A Well-Laid Plans, though, is an unbelievably strong starting card, in my opinion. Like, turning a, whether it was a strike or a defend, it doesn't really matter. Turning that into a well-laid plans is extremely productive for us, very helpful, and a good upgrade target on top of that. Who's our boss? Not the Hexagos, so Piercing Whale, maybe not that strong. I'm probably gonna go... The only thing that has me not excited about Riddle with Holes, I mean, it's the first combat, right? So I'm like, oh, we don't have Envenom yet, so it's not that good. We don't have any extra strength, so it's not that good. But still, I think we need something that punches through, right, that makes sense. I think we need something that punches through strong enemies. So I think this is relatively decent for now. Basically, this exists. We would rather have, yeah, we have to take a hit here, unfortunately. We would rather have, like, a Predator so we get extra draw out of it, but still not displeased to have Riddle with Holes. We've learned, you know, the hard way. I think we're going to take Sneaky Strike. Because of well-laid plans, we should be able to hold on to it until we can play it for free. Plus, it's okay damage in and of itself. We will not take the gold. And this could be interesting. But, yeah, I mean, we would rather have a Predator, but so what? We've learned we need to be more offensive in the early game in order to get through the first floor reliably. So Dash is right there. Neutralize and Slice. I might add either, honestly. Now we gotta choose. You know what? I'll add a Slice. I think that's okay. Normality we definitely do not want. And Dash we might. So I'll add that. Alright. Early on. I think we definitely want to get well-laid plans to be twice as good. And we're going to take the standard, like, you know, fairly easy upgrade path here. You know what? We got a pretty good chance to draw Sneaky Strike. I'd rather hold Survivor and have Dash maybe come around. Now, it didn't work out this way, but it's actually still fine. We'll hold Survivor. Now we're guaranteed to draw Sneaky Strike. So we'll play Sneaky Strike, dump a defend. Or sorry, play Survivor, dump a defend. Sneaky Strike gets played for free. And this will hit you for 15, and you are dead next turn. So I think we have an okay, you know, relatively low IQ required deck here, which is good for me. Especially on the first run of the day. I do like dodge and roll. Yeah, I'll take it. I want footworks to make it, like, truly decent, but I can take it for now, I think. So Dash gets a good deal better. Slice actually becomes quite nice. I think I'm gonna maybe go Neutralize first, just for the 2 weakness, but the odds of us being able to, you know, make that work. Oh, yo, Lantern's pretty good. The odds of us being able to keep an enemy weak long enough for it to matter are pretty low, I'll admit. So what we really want in this deck right now is Shuriken. Now, I gotta point out, even then, we probably would have preferred to have kept Catalyst, just so we had another card that we could use to discard with Survivor, if necessary, but we're not gonna have to worry about that. And offensively, I think we're doing just fine right here. Terror, Endless Agony, Acrobatics. I do think on some bosses, Terror is actually not very good, but trying to get around that. Okay. Mission accomplished. We're going to save Survivor, so we'll hit you with that Neutralize. And we'll hit you with that, and nobody else can even be attacked. I don't know, it doesn't really matter what we play. So we'll end... Ooh, you don't have a well-laid plans, dummy. Not that it mattered, but still. You know, it's the principle of the thing. You gotta remember, that's not an innate card. 4/4/3. Not quite enough. Sorry, you're dead next turn. It's amazing, you know, I feel like we have not really added that much gas to this deck, but we're having such an easy time on the first floor. I don't think any of these are really super useful. We could still be totally screwed. Wouldn't even be that hard to imagine. You know, we take a lot of damage before the elite fight, and then the elite kills us or gets us close enough to death to be afraid for the future. Completely plausible, but I think we got a good start going on here. So if possible, we'd like to not play Survivor. But I'm going to play Survivor anyway. I don't want to take any damage if we can avoid it. Maybe we'll draw Survivor on the Sneaky Strike turn anyway. We didn't, but... You know, it's the thought that counts. And now we can just hold it until it comes back around. And it's not like... Sneaky Strike basically just becomes like the extra card in our hand. But when we can play it for free, we're going to be happy to do so. So we're going to keep our attack potion. Flying Knee, Dagger Spray, dodge and roll. Take another dodge and roll. Deck's getting a little fat, but I think it's getting, you know, fat in a productive way. Realistically, this is probably 20 damage. Also, dodge and roll is, even if it's 4 block, yikes. Still not that bad, actually. Even if it's 4 block instead of 5, it's so much more useful on a turn in which the enemy's not attacking. Because we can be like, okay, we don't have anything else to do with our energy, but at least we can still dodge and roll and get some block next turn. Yeah, why would you save a defend in this situation? I mean, don't be an idiot. Why would you keep a card that could give you some value later? So, you might be like, hey, Deadly Poison. Then you can have something to do with Catalyst, but I don't want to make those cards, I don't want to have 2 cards to enable that little of poison damage. You know what I mean? So for now, we're going to say no. Maybe we'll get a more productive poison build later. Dude, this is an extremely great start. Obviously, we are made vulnerable. 18 damage. The dash is just disgustingly good. Is 2 HP. That's alright. Play your block. We're going to end up taking 6 damage on this fight, which is nothing. We did use both potions to make it happen, but still. Ice Cream. Sure, why not? Concentrate, if we get more draw in the deck, could enable our Sneaky Strike to work, but... And, I mean, Riddle with Holes has been good, but I don't think we need 2 of them in the deck. I think we're happy with where we are. So, what on earth do we do here? I think, honestly, starting to get these dodge and rolls to the point where they're a strictly superior block is a good start. Obviously, we also want that out there as soon as possible. Well, I have no fear in my heart of the way that this deck is going on this floor. Very dumb. Should have played 1 dodge and roll. And keep in mind we have Ice Cream. So actually, should we have played a dodge and roll? I don't know. We should save energy whenever possible, especially because we got a lot of 2-cost cards, but... So we'll Survivor our Catalyst. That one's the easiest decision you could ever make. 17, you know what? We'll save our energy. No reason to take damage just to do slightly more damage to him. We actually can flip him, which is a big surprise. You know what we would love? And we can't get it from this boss, but we can get it from an elite. Shuriken. Shuriken would actually be like a 10 out of 10. We're not always playing 3 attacks per turn, but there's a lot of turns on which we're playing... A lot of turns? There's a lot of turns on which we're playing many attacks. You're doing 12 damage. I'll leave you right there. We'll save our energy. Store Sneaky Strike for the inevitable Survivor at some point in the next couple of turns, and it happened on this turn. Even better. Hit you with that. 4 energy. Hit you with that. Hit you with that. You didn't roll over, which might be perfect, because we can hit you for more next turn. And this is like the calmest run that I've had in a long time. Like, this is just completely under control early on here. Feels nice. 6 blocks. So we'll go to 10, and we'll go to 15, and we'll hit you. We'll go to 12, and... You know what? Why not? We're getting pretty close here. What do we want from the boss? It's a surprisingly tough call. After Image isn't a rare. So what about... I think we could maybe make do with like a bullet time. Corpse Explosion. I mean, Burst... All of these are good. This is actually a very tough choice. Glass Knife is a 1-cost attack that allows us to kill enemies a lot faster. Corpse Explosion is, even without more poison, might be the best floor killing card in the game. Floor fight killing card. And then Burst, I mean, it just makes every skill that much better. I'm gonna go Corpse Explosion, as you might expect. I hate this. So, there's an angel on my shoulder and a devil on my shoulder. And the angel on my shoulder is like, hey, take Runic Pyramid. It does nullify well-laid plans, which is already upgraded. So you know what? Maybe, hey, take White Beast Statue. It's good. It does something for you. And beyond that, you know, you already have some of the effect of Runic Pyramid without the danger of holding onto a bunch of, you know, garbage wounds. And then Snecko Eye is the devil. And it's going, look at this, you know? Riddle with Hole, Sneaky Strike, Dash, Corpse Explosion. You could take all these expensive cards and maybe it would work for you. But I think I'm looking back at the first floor and I'm saying to myself, that floor went so well. Why would I take a Hail Mary at this point that could make the whole thing fall apart? So instead we went for what is admittedly an extremely modest, and we're going to start using potions on the regular, by the way, because we get 1 per fight. Why would we take something that could throw the whole run into disarray? I'm very frightened, but you know, the more attacks we play, the happier we are. So I mean, a slice is a gimme. We are going to play a bunch of skills here. There's a real danger to playing a bunch of skills, which is we're going to draw 3 dazes next turn. But at least he's not doing anything. Dude, we'll play a well-laid plans for sure. Alright, so we probably will not kill him next turn, but we might be able to get there. Not with weakness, surely. 15 damage? No. So we have to... I think we'll still play Riddle with Holes. We'll just put up as much block as we can. Corpse Explosion, by the way, as you are probably well aware, not that great against this guy. You know, it's arguably not a particularly strong play to pay 1 energy for 1 poison, but hey, I saw my window. Skill Potion. I think we'll take an upgraded backflip for certain. Yeah, I'll do it. It's the Necronomicon. We're going to be very happy to double up a lot of these. You know, I'm gonna do it. We are down to 46 HP. We could upgrade all of our defense, because we just removed all our strikes. But I think we're much better off removing a card. And, you know, I think that we remove a basic defend. The thing about Decay, is that it's not that bad. I still would have loved to have not added it, though. Either way. Okay, so how are we feeling on today's interesting run? So far, not so bad, because check this out. Being able to double up on a dash is really great, and then Riddle with Holes is just going to knock that fool out. So I actually think that we're so happy we have 2-cost cards. There's so many interesting plays that we can do with Necronomicon. For example, let's backflip first, but this is actually still totally fine. For example, play Survivor, and then your first 2-cost attack can be Sneaky Strike. Via Sneaky Strike, not all these enemies are going to die, by the way. Just keep that in mind. You might want to pop this. The idea being, I don't know, the extra weakness might help you out. Actually, yeah, you're going to live to do a little bit of damage, but not much. And then you're dead. A Sneaky Strike can give us a big energy refund. That's the end of that. Leg Sweep and Caltrops both essential. I'm going to go for Leg Sweep first, but it's close. When I say essential, I basically mean essential. We're going to hit this Corpse Explosion first to make the rest of the floor easier, ideally. Ancient Tea Set. Well, after we rest, we're going to have just a staggering amount of energy. And we'll see how this goes. For now, I feel pretty good about this. I mean, honestly, I don't really want to leg sweep you just to get an artifact out of the way. We might as well avoid one turn of whatever the debuff is. So Poison bodies you pretty hard. Unfortunately, I can't afford to play Corpse Explosion here. Or rather, if I play Corpse Explosion, we'll take 2 plus 11... minus 4. So we'll take 6 damage. I actually still think that's... Never mind, I'm dumb. Why did I do that? Well, it ended up not being so bad, but it did cost the potion. I didn't even think about his artifacts, even though we had talked about it recently as being, you know, something we want to pay attention to. I don't know what he does next turn, but we'll store 2 bites nonetheless. And this is where we're starting to struggle because we have no other means to apply poison to this guy. I don't really want to play a defend when our frailty is so high. There might be turns where you have to, of course, but... And it's a bit of a... I mean, we haven't taken much damage in this fight. I want that to be made clear. Now, by the way, things are going to start to pop now. We don't even need terror, so keep a bite and a corpse explosion. Okay. The beauty of taking the vampiric sort of setup that we're going for here is that... Wait, you're doing 16 damage? Ah! 4 block, huh? I'd rather... is that even if our HP dips, you know, when we get easy enemies, we can still heal off of them. Maybe not for as much as we might like, but... You know, this guy's dead next turn. We can just heal for as much as is conceivably possible. And then also hope for a regen potion. I don't know. Things are getting a little touchy now. We'll see. I think an all-out attack to enable our Sneaky Strike to be less bad is pretty solid. Many good options here that we can't afford all of. I think you need a Caltrops. Who's our boss? Caltrops is not as necessary against this guy. Let me think. I really think we don't care about Blood Vial. Just because, like, we get the same effect out of playing one bite. Cauldron is useless. So Mummified Hand, at least 4-0. We play well-laid plans, and then something else costs 0. But we don't want it to hit 2-cost attacks. And then Caltrops is a power we want to begin with. So to have that, along with a modest potential synergy there, is pretty good. Now, I am going to pop this. We have to think. Corpse Explosion is a huge one here, of course. But we're going to start there. Okay. Dash doubling up saves us. But we won't get to play Corpse Explosion. I think that's okay. Even though we've dipped in HP on this floor, I see very little to be worried about. That's insanely fast. You never kill that guy on turn 2. So I'm not saying we can feed off of this guy, but, you know, 13 damage is nothing to... I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's also largely nothing to complain about. Hold on. I can hit you for 30. This is a bummer. This turn's not going to be as good as we would like. I really think we don't hit you for that much, although it seems backwards. I'd like to keep you alive a little bit longer and play more bites. We still have to play it just to get over decay. I mean, this guy healing himself gives me more blood to suck so that I can heal myself. That's my dream, at least. Now, I think, I mean, we'll bite him. And then Riddle with Holes almost kills him. I think we'll instead just play Corpse Explosion to put him on a timer. And we'll hold Riddle with Holes. And this is kind of like our get out of jail free card if he's actually going to hurt us. If he's not going to hurt us, we're just going to keep tagging him with these bites and trying to get as much HP as possible. And it really looks like we probably shouldn't have even played Corpse Explosion, to be honest. But I don't know. Right now we're getting 2 HP per turn, and I'm feeling not so bad about our overall situation. He's caught in some kind of equilibrium I've never conceived of before in my entire life. And I gotta be honest, I'm a very happy man. Keep it up, please. Keep healing yourself. Oh, he gained strength. It's all over for me. Still, we got so much value out of the end of that fight. I went because I'm like, I think I should make the deck thin, but I think historically I play better with thicker decks. It's a whole thing. So dodge and roll is pretty good here. Yeah, I mean, I'll hit you twice, I guess. I thought about using Gambler's Brew, but what do we care, you know? We can use it next turn if we don't draw good stuff. So, and I think we did get good stuff. We want to get a leg sweep, though. Without getting a leg sweep, we are gonna... I think we'll pull all of this, except Caltrops. So the weakness is nice. And please do not hit dash. But now I can't afford dash. Right, okay. Yeah, that's a very good point. I should have just played dash. It's alright, we can play it next turn. We're taking 3 damage. Who cares? It still works very well next turn. I mean, so does leg sweep, but we can wait on that. Okay. Because he's dead, we would like some bites, please. Hey! Well, it's only 1 bite, but still. I don't think Catalyst is our win condition. What is our win condition? I've told you many times, I don't know. I guess it's doubling up on good attacks as much as possible. But it's kind of a little... obvious, I suppose. I mean, we'll hit you with the Corpse Explosion. That one is an obvious enabler. And we could draw. Why not? I had a very simple idea behind drawing. If we get well-laid plans, we can play another card and we can also hold some. Maybe would have been better off putting up a little bit of defense there. So we want Caltrops not to hit... Yeah, this is dangerous. We want it not to hit Dash. So I think what you do is you play Dash twice, then Caltrops hits whatever it hits. 27 damage. Obviously really bad. We're taking 20. Yeah. I mean, this is a very, very good turn for us from a damage perspective, but it does become tougher and tougher to imagine, you know, how you get a win out of this. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe with enough weakness we can stay in here. Stay steady. I mean, this turn by itself, it almost kills us. And we gotta play a lot of blocks, sorry, a lot of bites to get back out of this. Okay, so you got rid of Catalyst, which is fine. Sneaky Strike is a huge energy boost for us. I don't know, we're still here, but perhaps not for long. Saving Dash seems extremely valuable to me. So if we're gonna save Dash, let's play Dodge and Roll. So we get 4 free block, and then we can play Dash Defend next turn if he does a crazy attack, which seems likely. Yeah, 56. I also think we need to weaken him. He's doing 38 damage. We can go to 24 plus a little block. Okay, well, if we can live, we pretty much have to default to that. So we'll take 1 damage here. But, you know, we gotta continue with that, is the real danger. Let's all out attack. Please don't lose expertise, because otherwise we die. Alright, then play expertise. I don't know what you're hoping for, because we're dead. We tried, though. I don't know, you might think I'm negative, but I actually feel pretty okay about this run. And I maybe that's part of my problem, is I'm losing that hunger, where when I die on the second floor, I no longer feel embarrassed. But that's Ascension for you. We'll be back to try as the Defect again, and I think even at Ascension 20, the Defect is our best chance. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!